Supply chains are disrupted constantly. Natural disasters, ESG violations, geopolitical tensions, material shortages, port backlogs, factory fires. Events like these are increasing annually, and if the last few years have taught us anything, it's that no supply chain is risk-free. Despite increased risk events, Resilinc customers have managed to effectively and proactively mitigate supply chain disruptions. By offsetting risk, these companies keep their supply chains moving and deliver to their customers on time. What's more, they continue to meet corporate revenue targets, holding on to millions of dollars in profit that would otherwise be lost to freight expedites, raw material premiums, and manufacturing lines down. By investing in mapping the supply chain down to the part site level and monitoring it for disruptions 24/7, these companies have realized millions in ROI. Armed with this type of visibility and data, organizations can act quickly, make informed decisions, protect continuity of supply, and recover faster, turning their supply chain into a competitive advantage. And this gold standard approach works. Throughout major supply chain disruptions like the pandemic, the port backlogs in Shanghai and California, Hurricanes Maria and Laura, and the semiconductor shortage, Resilinc customers have had complete visibility into how these evolving crises would affect their supply chains. With this visibility, they were able to quickly shift inventory within days to meet manufacturing requirements with little to no downtime. Since 2010, Resilinc has built the largest, most comprehensive supplier network mapped down to the sub-tier, part site, and commodity level. And this data is actionable. Workflows can be launched to communicate directly with suppliers to confirm impact within minutes, not days, of a disruption. With over 800,000 active suppliers onboarded into the Resilinc ecosystem and an 85% impact confirmation response from suppliers, collaboration and mitigation is just a click away. A mapped and responsive supplier network combined with real-time event monitoring is where the true intersection of data, AI, and supply chain risk management lies. Resilinc's 24/7 global monitoring service, EventWatch AI, scans over 104 million sources across 130 languages, including traditional news, social media, wire services, videos, and government reports, for 500 different types of disruptions that could affect supply chains. Our AI and machine learning powered technology filters through the noise to deliver only the news that matters most, in real time. By proactively mapping its suppliers down to the raw material level, a company, in this case a global electronics OEM, has transparency across its entire supplier network, including single points of failure, hotspots, and sub-tier visibility. Here, the OEM can see as much as 8 tiers in its supply chain with potential single points of failure globally. An interactive mesh graph, courtesy of the latest AI and graph technology, highlights bottlenecks in the OEM supply base. Drilling down, the OEM is able to assess its suppliers by spend and revenue impact side by side. Resilinc is the only company that does this down to the part level. This gives the OEM unprecedented visibility when a potential disruption occurs, and the ability for its team to directly collaborate in real time with any supplier at any tier across its network. Whether via desktop or mobile app, go from notification to analyzing and understanding how an event impacts your suppliers, sites, products, and parts in minutes. What historically took weeks to accomplish from a visibility and risk mitigation standpoint can now be done in a matter of hours, allowing companies to transform risk into a competitive advantage and win market share. Schedule your free supply chain resiliency assessment and demo today at Resilinc.com.